Hey guys, it's Teaksy here. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video guys, we are going to be going through my settings here on Black Ops Cold War. So I'm very much aware that this game is coming up to be 3 years old and that there are plenty of settings videos out there for everyone to see, but this was recently requested on one of my videos. I've never done it before, and we're kind of in a period of time at the moment where I'm happy to take any video ideas, so I thought I would give it a go. But I am just going to kind of fly through today, try not to keep on this for too long, and there will be a gameplay to follow. So I am on PC guys, but even if you're on console, there probably will be some stuff in this video that could be helpful, so that might be worth sticking around. However, if you are a keyboard and mouse player, probably worth trying to check out another video, because none of these settings are going to help you. So firstly, we're going to start on the controller. I play on 6.6 sensitivity. Sensitivity very much is a personal preference. I would say the best thing to do is to go into private match, start on maybe 4.4, and sort of shoot some bots, run round, and just slowly increase it until you feel like you're in a sweet spot. Obviously, you don't want your sensitivity to be too high, because then you'll be missing all of your shots. But at the same time, you don't want it to be too slow, because you want to be able to snap on people, you want to be able to turn around and react quickly. So yeah, 6.6 for me is the sweet spot. But yeah, I would say start low, go high until you feel comfortable. Low zoom and high zoom, I have this on 1. Never really bothered messing about with these. I know some people play on like 0.8, 0.7, but for me, I feel like I can track my players. I'm pretty happy with my accuracy, so I don't really bother messing around with these settings. Button layout, I run default, always have, always will. So for the triggers and bumpers, I've got these flipped, so I shoot with L1, R1, and I throw nades and tacticals with L2, R2. Again, this is very much personal preference. I've just kind of got used to it this way around, and it suits my hands a little bit better. But again, a bit of a personal preference thing. Aim response curve type, I run dynamic. I think any of the three are good. I just landed on dynamic, have felt most comfortable with it, and it's kind of what I've run with. But again, I think just try these three out and see what you feels more natural for you, see what you're performing best with. But I'm not going to go into what these are all about. There's other videos out there. I don't really understand it that much, but I just know that dynamic works better for me. And obviously you want to make sure that you've got your target aim assist enabled, because if you've not got aim assist on, you're already at a huge disadvantage. And aim assist mode, I run standard. Again, I just feel like standard and dynamic together works the best for me. I know some people run legacy, which is the kind of aim assist setting you get in Warzone, which is quite powerful, but it's not really worked for me. And precision and focusing, you can get into those if you're sniping and stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend them unless you're either a high skilled player or you're trying to improve at sniping and stuff. But for regular weapons specifically, I'd say standard on legacy is where you want to be. And as we scroll down here, there's not too much other stuff. I'll try to go sort of reasonably slow just so you can copy anything you want to copy. Again, dead zones very much comes down to your controller. Everyone's dead zone is going to be different. Best thing to do, jump into private match, stand still, see if your player's moving at all, see if you've got any stick drift, and then just adjust these until your player's not moving, until he pretty much stands still. My controller's getting a little bit old now. These probably could do with even more adjustment, to be honest, but I can't really haven't really been bothered to change them, if I'm being honest. I've been playing the game for so long now, I'm kind of used to my controller. So but yeah, just that's the best thing to do. Jump in private match and sort of see if you've got any stick drift and just adjust it from there. And I think the only other good thing down here probably is auto sprint. I would have this enabled on every Call of Duty now. It just saves your controller, it saves your hands. I remember when I went back and played the old CODs recently, when they sort of rebooted the servers on Xbox and stuff, and having to push the analog stick in to sprint honestly felt horrible. So yeah, I would definitely say you want to have auto sprint on, because then you can just move forwards on the analog stick and you just sprint. You don't have to push it in or nothing, and it's just much better for your controller and for your hands. And again, I guess something like sprint cancels reload. This is going to be a preference thing. I didn't like it when I had it on, but if you can kind of get used to it, it can be handy to get you out of situations when you get caught reloading. Audio settings, again, probably going to come down to personal preference and headsets and all that good stuff, but this is what I run. This is just kind of what I feel most comfortable on. I kind of landed on this a while ago and have just kind of stuck with it. And as we go down, I don't think there's anything else in here apart from game chat stuff and that, so we can move over to the graphics settings. So again, this is going to come down, I guess, if you're on console or PC, but there's probably still some good stuff in here. I run on full screen, just kind of always what I've ran on. I think there are different display modes you can have, but I've just preferred full screen. I never really feel the need to tab out or anything or go to my other screen. NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency, have this on enabled boosted. I don't fully understand it, but I know a lot of people recommend having that on boosted. Field of view, I would say you want to be somewhere between 90 and 110. 102 is kind of what I landed on and what I feel most comfortable with, but again, I would just kind of try it out and see what you think. At the end of the day, you don't really need to go ridiculously high. You know, multiplayer maps are nowhere near as big as Warzone maps, for example, so I think somewhere between 90 and 110 is definitely the best place to be. ADS field of view, I have this on affected. This is just what suits me the best. I think obviously you can run independent. I think independent can sometimes be a little bit better with ARs and stuff, but for me, I just think affected is the best way to go. But I would just try these two out, see how you feel, try and sort of notice the difference between them, and yeah, obviously just go with the one that you feel most happy with. Frame rate and stuff doesn't really matter. All these graphic settings here, I pretty much just run on the lowest I can. My PC gets quite hot now. Like I say, it's coming up to be 3 years old, my PC. It runs a lot hotter than it used to, so I try and have these settings as low as possible to boost FPS, but also to, you know, try and just give my computer a bit of a break, try and help it out a little bit when it's trying to run the games. But obviously it's very important to have motion blur disabled, because you don't want your screen to be all blurry when you're in gunfights, so definitely make sure that motion blur is disabled. But obviously if you want to copy any of these other settings, you know, feel free to. But yeah, other than that, guys, I don't think there's too much else to go into. Like I said, there's been a lot of settings videos, so I just wanted to kind of briefly run through mine today. And yeah, we're going to jump into a gameplay now and see these settings live. Alright people, so we're just going to do a quick speed run of TDM here on Diesel. Kind of just wanted to have a little bit of gameplay to follow the settings video, or the settings part of the video, but not really trying to go for anything in this game, just wanted to just have a gameplay to kind of go with it, so... That was almost really embarrassing. That was literally gave my place away on the map and then almost massively choked. I must say it, not making any excuses, but it is really hot in the UK at the moment, and when you've got your PC on as well, like the temperatures coming out of the bedroom at the moment are absolutely ridiculous. Seeing the attack caddy in. Bloody hell, teammate shooting at me, that don't help. That scared me a lot. It's games like this where I wish I had like harp and stuff on, because it seems like a pretty good lobby, but we're going to keep rolling with it. So I would just like to say that even with all these settings, if you shoot like a complete idiot, like I just did, you are going to get turned on and have a very embarrassing death. So yeah, that was pretty special from me, I won't lie. What? Did I run straight past that player? What on earth is that? I was going to say, I feel like that guy throwing a proximity mine, I was probably going to die anyway. It's a bit of a weird place to spawn me, though, if there's like two players literally about to run around the corner. Hold that. I literally, as soon as I jumped that wall, I was like, I'm sure I've just seen a player out of the corner of my eye. Actually, I think someone might have a death machine. I think that's probably what I can hear. Well, we got combat bow. We'll capture it. I feel like the combat bow is terrible on this game, but let's see what we can... I think if you hit somebody literally like point blank range, but yeah, other than that, waste of time. I can hear players like all around me. Right, there we go then. 37 and 8. That's not too bad. Hopefully showed off the settings. Had a really embarrassing moment though, which is, yeah, but we'll leave it in. That's all part and parcel of Call of Duty. We all have those moments. But yeah, that's the best settings in Black Ops Cold War.